Hi, I've just been doing some thinking about doing the BRR method as opposed to buy to let, your traditional sort of pay your 25% deposit and rent it out. So I believe that where I am, buy, renovate, refinance is not going to be as effective. I might be wrong. This all clutches on one key point. So, as a start, buy to let, you put your 25% down and you get it just like that and you rent it out, which in theory is good, but you will be paying your mortgage. So, for an example, 580 in rent, 180 goes to your mortgage, you've got 400 profit. 400 profit over the year, 4,800 for a year. So 4,800, if we needed say 25 grand, you need to be just over 5 years to get the next one, which is quite a long wait for anyone. Say you had 50 grand, get 2 buy-to-lets at the same values. So it's not 4,800, it's double that, 9,600. So 2 years will get you short of 20 grand. So 2.5 years, 2 buy-to-lets, 2.5 years, get the next one, and so on and so forth. Now, if we go to BRR, there's a legislation, or it could be called a rule. So there's a rule called the 6-month rule, which is you must own a property for at least 6 months before you're allowed to refinance it. Even at that, you might not even be able to refinance it just like that. You will need to show them that you've added value to the property since you had it. So this comes in where you buy your property below market value, you add value to it by doing your decoration, your renovation, wiring, this, that, the other, probably add an extension. So you add your value and refinance at a higher rate, so that when you do refinance, you can pull back what you put into it. So your 25% will stay in as deposit, you'll get out 75%. Now, I said before that it's essentially infinite ROI, because you're using this same pot of money and you put it in, you buy it, you do it up, and you can pull back that money back out, so that what's left in, the 25%, is actually made up from when you increase the value. So I mentioned the 6-month rule. If I was to do a deal like this with one pot of money that might afford just one house, I would need to do that, wait 6 months, do it again, wait 6 months, you know, and just take 6 months to do a deal every time, which, yeah, all that money I get back, but I'm only adding 1 to my portfolio every 6 months. So assuming I'm getting back the same amount of money, I'm restricted to adding 2 to my portfolio every year. Now, if I had this pot of money, depending on how big this pot is, I could probably split it down and just get your traditional buy-to-lets. If I get 2 buy-to-lets, give me 9,600. If I add that on to what I've had before, right, I've already got buy-to-lets, I'll add it on at my stage in what my process is. I already have some, so if I just go out and put them down as buy-to-lets, say 5 properties, gets me close to one extra one every year. So when I get to 10, which I'm not that far off to be honest, that's 2 a year. So I keep adding 2, another 2 is going to give me 9,600, another 2 is going to give me that again. When I get to 15, I'll get 3 in a year, 20, etc, etc. But that's what it's going to allow me to buy, and just buy like that. Whereas if I done buy, renovate, refinance, I'm still limited to 2 in a year if I'm still using that one single pot of money. So using the traditional method, I would be able to expand faster and not be restricted to every 6 months or 2 in a year. That's just my thought. This is different for everyone else. There are different strategies and methods involved, but the way I see it, for where I am now, it's actually just better for people starting out. So instead of waiting that 2.5 years, 5 years to get your first, your second, it means that you can put this on and get your money back after your first 6 months, get another one out and start smashing them out really quickly. So 2 years time, you're on what, your 4th one when you're starting out. So gauge it up with what you do have already. See where your portfolio organically takes you. So when my portfolio can get me 3 in a year, that's 1 every what, 4 months, as opposed to 6 months, which is good. You just need to weigh it up with what you already have. It might be faster going up every 6 months. Your portfolio might be able to get you every 4 months. So just weigh it up. Might not be right for you, it might be. It's just one thing worth thinking about. What I'm thinking about is, if you do it the renovate method, you've got to get the trades in or spend time on it yourself to get it up to speed. So that's putting in that extra effort and that extra time from yourself. Yes, you can get trades in, but different for everyone. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the BRR method versus the buy to let for growth. So I hope you were able to take something out of this. I hope you would subscribe, like and share, and come back for the next one. Thank you.